Hello lovecatmay friends, welcome to lovecatmay cat videos. In a wide, green field, a tiny kitten runs with all its might. Its soft gray fur bounces with every step, eyes locked onto the person it's chasing, its beloved owner. Its little legs are still wobbly, but its determination is strong. Lined up neatly like a tiny fluffy team, the 5 kittens bow their heads over their bowls. The soft little lick and nibble sounds make the whole room feel warm and adorable. The biggest gray kitten eats confidently, while the 2 smaller gray siblings sneak glances at each other as if they're racing to finish first. Next to them, the pure white kitten eats slowly but carefully, staring at the food as if it's a precious treasure. Here is the moment when the mother cat has just given birth. Her tiny kittens are still weak and searching for their first milk. The mother watches over them, cleans them, and makes sure everything is safe. In these early days, staying close to their mother is very important for the kittens to grow healthy and strong. These 3 little cats are enjoying their playful moment together. One of them is full of energy, climbing and pouncing on its sibling as if trying to prove who's the strongest. Meanwhile, the cat underneath just accepts it, yet still seems to enjoy the chaos. In the back, another cat watches calmly, like an older sibling who's already used to all this mischief. Even though they look noisy, this is how they learn, bond, and understand each other. For them, like inside a small enclosure, a tiny gray kitten is trying to understand the world around it. Its round eyes follow the toy swinging in front of it with pure curiosity. Each time the toy moves, the kitten lifts its little paws, hesitant, yet excited, as if wondering, should I catch it or let it go? Its clumsy, innocent movements bring an instant smile to anyone watching. Slowly, its confidence begins to grow, and in that moment, the little one starts to discover the joy of playing and exploring. Look at this little cat. Out of all the toys it could play with, it chose the one thing no one expected. With full curiosity, it bites, pulls, and tries to take control of its treasure like it's the most important thing in the world. Its innocent face mixed with funny determination makes it impossible not to smile. Sometimes we forget that even the simplest things can make a small animal this happy. And honestly, its adorable behavior today might just be the highlight of everyone's day. In this calm moment, a fluffy gray cat enjoys its meal with full concentration. It leans forward, burying its little face into the bowl as if it doesn't want to miss a single bite. Each chew looks satisfying, showing just how much it loves its food. With its paws resting on the small wooden stand, the cat seems completely relaxed and happy. A simple moment, yet heartwarming, capturing the pure joy of a cat enjoying its favorite meal. Quiet little room, a fluffy white cat is completely absorbed in its playtime. With big curious eyes, it watches the toy moving in front of it. Every tiny wiggle of the toy makes its ears perk up, as if it's preparing for a grand hunting mission. This cat looks elegant, but its playful side is impossible not to adore. It reaches out with its tiny paws, sometimes catching the toy, sometimes missing and wobbling a little. But instead of giving up, it becomes even more excited. As the toy swings left and right, the cat's eyes follow it with incredible focus. Every now and then, it lets out a soft little sound, showing that its inner hunter has awakened. In a quiet little room filled with cozy cages and soft lighting, there lived an adorable kitten with the fluffiest white fur, so soft it looked like a tiny walking cloud. On its head were patches of black, arranged in a way that made it look as if the kitten was wearing a tiny hat. Every movement it made was slow and careful, as if it knew the whole world was watching. One day, this little kitten climbed onto a small round table covered in bright red fabric. The table wasn't very tall, but for the kitten, it felt like a grand stage. Gently, it lifted one paw, then placed it down again. The motion was soft, almost like a shy little dance, the kind that makes anyone who sees it smile without even trying. With its round eyes and slightly pouty expression, the kitten almost seemed to say, "Look at me. I'm trying my best." Behind it, another cat sat quietly inside a cage, observing from a distance. It looked like an audience member watching a private performance. But the fluffy white kitten didn't mind. For this moment, it was the star. This was its time to shine, even in the simplest way. Every tiny step added warmth to the room. Sometimes it paused, stared directly at the camera, then continued its slow little dance with a mix of innocence and confidence. If you watch closely, you can feel the sincerity in every move, pure, gentle, and full of charm. It's the kind of moment only a small, sweet kitten can create, without even knowing how adorable it is. And so, in this simple room, with a small red table and 2 cats keeping each other company, a sweet memory was formed. A moment short and quiet, yet capable of softening anyone's heart. The warm corner of a wooden house, an orange mother cat lies down with a face that shows a mix of exhaustion and quiet acceptance. She has just made it through a long day, and now her 3 tiny kittens gather around her, eagerly nursing without pause. The little black kitten seems the most enthusiastic, clinging tightly as if the whole world belongs only to him and his mother. His 2 orange siblings follow closely, pressing their small bodies against her in search of comfort and warmth. Although her eyes look as if she's begging for a short break, the mother remains still, embracing her role as protector and giver of life. Every tiny movement from her kittens, their small paws brushing her fur, their little heads nudging around for the perfect spot, reminds her that they are pieces of her heart, and that this tiredness is simply part of loving them. Around them, the house falls quiet. Only the soft breaths of the kittens break the silence. Every once in a while, the mother glances over her babies, making sure they're safe. And in that peaceful moment, there is a gentle warmth. Above the quiet corner of the room, a tiny gray and white kitten lies down with a curious expression on its face. Its round, bright eyes observe the world as if everything is a brand new adventure. Every now and then, its small ears twitch, following faint sounds, the creak of a chair, the soft hum of a fan, or gentle footsteps nearby. Its little body still moves awkwardly, as though it's learning how to crawl, play, and explore. But from the tip of its whiskers to the end of its tail, you can sense a huge spark of curiosity. It stretches forward, taps the floor with its tiny paws, then pauses again as if deciding whether to run, jump, or simply stay still and enjoy the moment. Even though it's small, this kitten gives off a warm and comforting feeling. There's something peaceful about the way it looks around, as if it believes the world is safe and full of love. Inside a bright, clean enclosure, a fluffy little kitten with soft silver gray fur explores its tiny world. Its coat puffs up like a small cloud, making every movement look even more adorable. The kitten's eyes are fixed on the toy in front of it, a dangling string with feathers at the end, sparkling with curiosity. Slowly, it lifts one tiny paw. Carefully, then tap. It tries to touch the toy, but its own fluffy fur bounces along with the motion. The string shifts away slightly, making the kitten even more intrigued. It lowers its body, tail swaying left and right, a clear sign that the little hunter mode has been activated. With a small